Hey, what's up? So in this tutorial, we're gonna be making a radial shear node, exactly like the one from the Unity. So let's get started. Go to our content drawer, materials, make a new folder, custom nodes, and add a material, call it radial shear. Now, we don't need the default lid, so let's just change it to only. And opaque is fine. Now we'll be using the custom node using the HLSL. Okay, so custom node, there it is. Okay, now I'll be giving this code in the description. You just have to copy it and go to the code and Control V here, and that's it. Okay, now let's change this to float 2 and we can rename it to radial shear. Now, this is not all. We have to add some values, some inputs into it. So let's do that. We'll be needing a total of 4 inputs. So 1 is already there, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. So for this, the names of the input should exactly match the ones in the code. So first one is UV, second is sender, third is strength, and the fourth is offset. Perfect. Now, for this to work, we have to plug these values, these inputs, for this node to work. So let's just do that. So we need a texture coordinate for the UVs. Add some scalar parameters. Name this one sender. And let's rename this one to strength. And rename this one to offset. For sender, we just need a 0.5 for strength, 1 is fine, and for offset, 0 is okay. Now let's plug these into the radial shear node, and let's see what we have. Now, as we can see, the preview here in the radial shear node is exactly like the Unity one. So now it's ready to use. So let's grab a texture. We can plug this into, go to content drawer, and let's go to starter content, as we just need a simple texture. Let's grab a Berlin noise. Perfect. Now let's preview it. And this is what we have. Maybe we can add a power node and plug this R channel in power and plug this into the emissive color. Stop previewing it. And this is what we have. Maybe increase the value. Nice. Now let's plug this into the UV socket, and we can see that this node's working. let's make a material instance. Go here, apply this, and to make a material instance, name it Unity Radial Sheer from material instance. We're in here, and we can see we have 3 values. And let's check them up, and we can see that this works. We can offset it. We can increase its strength. We can change its center. Nice. Now, one other thing we can do with this is create a custom node. Instead of making this again and again, we can make a material function and add a bunch of more values. So that would be more convenient. So for that, let's go to our content drawer again, right click, go to material and material function. Name it NF Radial Sheer. Nice. Let's get into it and let's copy these nodes, copy and paste them right in here. We can plug this into the output socket and see what we have. Also, let's check expose to library, apply, and if we go back to our material, right click radial shear, there it is, MF radial shear. That's what we made. We can delete these and let's plug this into here. Nice. Now it has the exact same result. Now, if we go back to our material function, we can add some input values we can alter in material. So for the UV, we can add a function input and change the input type to vector2. Name this UV and put this here and plug it here. For the sender, we can just duplicate it and we can change the name to sender. Put this here, add this here, and let's duplicate it for strength. Name it strength. And this is only a single value, so we can just change it to scalar and plug this here and plug this here. For offset, this is also a vector2, so let's duplicate it and name it offset. Plug this here and plug this here. Now we can apply everything, save, and we can go here. And now as we go back, we can see that it says missing function input. So for that, we have to go back and check this use preview value as default. So check this up, this, and this. Apply, and as we do that, that error is gone, and we can use this node in any material. Also, we can organize the sorting. So for that, let's go here, set priority 1, and this to 2, 3, 4. Nice. Apply, save everything, and you can see that it's organized exactly like our custom node. Next up, we can also add a animation. So for that, let's add a multiply node and add a time node. We can do this, and let's plug this into here. Nice. Let's apply it. Go back to our material. Taking a while. Let's save all. Nice. Now, as the offset value is set default on 0, we can change that to a higher value. So like, for example, we can add a scalar parameter and add this to 1. 1 and plug this here. Nothing happens. Maybe we can add a panner and get it here, or this here, put this actually here, apply, as that happens. Okay, let's nerf this value. Nice, now it's working. Now we can see that it is animated, so this is something we can do. Press Ctrl R for real-time preview, and this is a animated look. So we can plug this into strength and control how much we want. So this is what we have. A radial shear. Nice. Now, one more other convenient thing we can do here is add a switch node. Not this one, a static switch. This. Now, here we can add a offset into the false one and the panner into the true. And for the value, we can add a static bool parameter and name it animate rotation. And we can plug this into the value socket, or we can add here a function input and change this to static bool and name it animate rotation. Plug this here and plug this here. Plug this into the offset. Well, this is our node setup. Apply, save, and we can see that this is what we have. We have another input here. We can change its sorting to number 5, apply, and this is what we have. Now, if we add a static bool and plug this into the animate rotation and check this, and we can see that it starts rotating. This is a convenient setup for this node. You can use in your desired materials. Also, if we go to the MI or material instance, we can see that there's another checkbox here for the rotation, and this is it. Change this to back here, and you can see that this is what we have. Rotational radial shear. This type of value. Nice. So that's it. A node that exactly acts like the radial shear from Unity. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.